Romance isekai hits different when feelings matter as much as fantasy chaos. So today we're counting down 9 isekai romance anime that actually hook you emotionally, make you laugh, and keep you binging way past bedtime. Starting off with number 9, The Saint's magic power is omnipotent. This anime is the definition of soft power fantasy with romance seasoning. Sei gets summoned, ignored, then casually becomes the most broken support character ever. And honestly, that glow up is satisfying. Instead of screaming battles every episode, this show vibes. Potions, herbs, healing magic, and a romance that grows naturally instead of being forced at sword point. The male lead isn't yelling about destiny every 5 minutes. He's calm, respectful, and dangerously smooth. Villains don't even feel necessary because the conflict is mostly social pressure and expectations, which hits harder than you'd expect. The pacing is slow, but intentionally so, like a warm cup of tea after 10 seasons of Demon Lords. If you want romance that actually breathes, with gentle chemistry and low drama affection, this one understands the assignment. It's cozy, wholesome, and sneaks up on you emotionally before you realize you're invested. This is Emiverse Anime. Watch this video to the end and hit that subscribe button now. Sliding to number 8, Snow White with the Red Hair. Yeah, it's not technically isekai, but spiritually, it absolutely counts. Shirayuki feels like someone who got dropped into a fantasy world and decided competence was her superpower. No reincarnation gimmicks, just strong writing and one of the healthiest romances in anime. Zen isn't toxic, possessive, or emotionally clueless, which already puts him in the top tier of romance leads. Their relationship grows through trust, distance, and mutual respect, not misunderstandings that could be solved with one conversation. The villains try, but most of the tension comes from politics and class differences, which makes it feel grounded despite castles and swords. This anime is calm, mature, and surprisingly addictive. You start watching casually, then suddenly you're rooting for them like it's your personal relationship. It proves romance doesn't need chaos to be compelling, just sincerity and growth. Landing on number 7. Why Raeliana Ended Up at the Duke's Mansion. Reincarnated into a novel where you're supposed to die early? Absolutely not. Raeliana said survival first, romance later, and that's why she's great. This anime thrives on sharp dialogue, manipulation, and slow burn tension. The Duke is cold, calculating, and suspicious of everyone, which makes their dynamic spicy without being annoying. Instead of blushing every episode, Raeliana uses her brain, negotiating her way into safety while roasting fate itself. The romance feels earned because it's built on trust through danger, not destiny nonsense. Villains actually feel threatening, and the mystery angle keeps things moving. It's dramatic without being messy, romantic without being corny, and smart enough to reward attention. If you enjoy romance where the female lead refuses to be a plot device, this one hits hard. Looking at number 6, Wise Man's Grandchild. This is what happens when an overpowered protagonist actually grows up loved instead of traumatized. Shin is ridiculously strong, yes, but the romance with Cicely is shockingly wholesome. No endless will they won't they. They communicate. Wild concept, I know. The anime balances magic school chaos with genuine affection, making their relationship feel refreshing instead of frustrating. The villains are cartoonishly evil, but honestly, that just makes them easier to root against. Shin isn't socially dense, he's just inexperienced, which makes his awkward moments charming instead of painful. The romance progresses naturally, with mutual support and zero unnecessary drama. It's not reinventing the genre, but it executes its formula cleanly. Sometimes you don't want complexity. You want magic explosions, cute romance, and characters who actually like each other without 3 seasons of suffering. Halfway at number 5, The World is Still Beautiful. This anime feels like a fairy tale that decided emotions matter more than power levels. Nike is loud, stubborn, and full of life, while Livius looks intimidating but is secretly emotionally starved. Their dynamic is messy in the best way. The age gap raises eyebrows at first, but the writing focuses on emotional maturity rather than surface-level shock value. The romance develops through arguments, vulnerability, and learning how to listen. Antagonists aren't just evil, they're political, jealous, and human, which makes the stakes feel real. The musical elements add emotional weight without hijacking the story. It's dramatic, romantic, and surprisingly deep. If you like fantasy romance that leans theatrical and emotional instead of action-heavy, this one delivers with confidence. Cracking into number 4, In Another World with My Smartphone. Yes, it's a harem. Yes, it's ridiculous. But somehow, it's charming enough to work. Tuya is absurdly overpowered, polite to a fault, and accidentally collects fiancés like side quests. The romance is light, playful, and self-aware, which saves it from becoming exhausting. Nobody's pretending this is deep storytelling, and that honesty helps. The girls have distinct personalities, the world building is surprisingly expansive, and the pacing never drags. It's junk food anime, but high-quality junk food. Sometimes you just want to relax and watch a nice guy win at life, without trauma flashbacks every episode. This anime understands that mood perfectly. Powering into number 3, Farming Life in Another World. This one sneaks up on you. You think it's just chill farming, then suddenly you're emotionally invested in village life, relationships, and found family. The romance is subtle but meaningful, built on companionship and trust instead of dramatic confessions. Hiraku isn't chasing love, he's building a life, and romance naturally grows from that stability. The harem elements exist, but they're handled maturely, without constant jealousy or chaos. It's oddly therapeutic, like Isekai therapy disguised as slice of life. But trust me, number 3? It'll mess with your head in the best way possible, because it shows love doesn't need drama to be powerful. Charging up number 2. The Magical Revolution of the Reincarnated Princess and the Genius Young Lady. This anime refuses to play it safe. Anis is chaotic brilliance, Yuffie is quiet intelligence, and together they create one of the most compelling romantic dynamics in modern isekai-adjacent anime. The romance is emotional, political, and deeply personal. It tackles identity, expectations, and love without flinching. The fantasy elements enhance the romance instead of distracting from it. Villains aren't monsters, they're systems and traditions, which makes the conflict hit harder. The animation pops during emotional moments, and the writing respects the audience's intelligence. It's bold, heartfelt, and unforgettable, proving romance anime can be both meaningful and exciting without compromise. Finally, taking the crown at number 1. Banished from the hero's party. I decided to live a quiet life in the countryside. This anime wins because it understands romance as comfort, not spectacle. Red and Rit's relationship is warm, supportive, and emotionally satisfying in a way few anime attempt. They choose peace over glory, love over destiny, and that choice feels revolutionary. The contrast between the chaotic hero's journey and their quiet life makes the romance shine even brighter. Villains exist, but the real focus is healing from past expectations. Every interaction feels genuine, every moment. It's slow, sincere, and deeply rewarding. This isn't just romance, it's emotional rest. And that's why it hits hardest. That's the list. 9 isekai romance anime that actually respect your time and emotions. If your favorite didn't make it, drop it in the comments. Like the video, subscribe for more anime deep dives, and stick around. Trust me, the next list, it's going to start arguments.